Do you know why God didn't rescue John the Baptist? Why he didn't spare him from being beheaded? In the Bible's account, John the Baptist was clearly not an ordinary man. He was related to Jesus. He was the one crying out in the wilderness, preparing the way for the Messiah, the one who personally pointed Jesus out to the crowds. And Jesus himself said of him, "Among those born of women, there has not risen anyone greater than John the Baptist." And yet someone like that still ended up falling because of a drunken banquet and one reckless promise. Scripture records it plainly. John publicly confronted Herod, calling out the sin of taking his brother's wife, and for that he was thrown into a dark, damp prison cell. When the iron door shut, he knew he had angered power, and he also knew he hadn't sold his conscience. At the same time, the palace was blazing with light. Cups clinked, music roared, and a girl danced in front of everyone. It stirred the king into an impulsive vow. Ask me for anything you want. And what was asked for was a head. The head of the prophet who was still speaking for God, even from a cell. Here's the part that's hardest to accept. John the Baptist was that important. And when the soldiers entered the prison with the order, there was no earthquake, no angel, only footsteps closing in, step by step. The Bible doesn't even record his final words. It only leaves us with an ending. John's assignment ends here, and his story moves from an earthly prison into the kingdom of heaven, where it continues. God absolutely could have saved him, but instead, he chose to use John's death as a signpost planted in history. The value of truth is greater than a safe life. Some people testify to God through long years. Others testify through their final breath. In God's eyes, being delivered out of prison is one kind of salvation, and being taken home is another. If you're struggling too, wondering why God didn't move in the way you expected, leave a comment that says, "I want to learn to be faithful to the end." And share this video so more people can hear it. The road they're walking, in God's eyes, will not be wasted either.